Hey everybody, and welcome to Let's Play Ender Magnolia. I'm starting at the very beginning, first time booting up the game, just in case, there's anything to miss. Gamma level, default is usually fine for me. Would you like to automatically send reports? No. It's fine, there's not going to be any errors. Hey, there's the title screen. Ender Magnolia, Bloom in the Mist. The sequel, in case you hadn't guessed it, to Ender Lilies, which I played a while ago. I think this one came out not too long after I was done with Ender Lilies, in early access at first, just about a year ago. And the full version has been out since early this year, so it's been a little while, but it's still pretty fresh. And apparently, reviews are extremely good. And I like the first game a lot, so I'm having pretty high hopes here. Okay, is there a reason to look into settings? And there shouldn't be a whole lot in terms of video options. Although it is a pretty game. Yeah, it's probably all right as it is. Let's just jump into it. Save file 1, why not? No other choices to make here. Homunculi, artificial life forms. Word is they're almost human. Is that true? Human? More like mutants. All those times they've attacked us. No, they aren't human at all. This is taking place decades after the first game, by the way. This what it says on the Steam page. That's all I know. Not that I remember particularly well the story of the first game. Don't be afraid. It will be alright. In preparation for this moment, I have taught you all you need to know. Listen carefully. Seek out allies. Find the other Attuners. I have faith in you. You can the homunculi. I can what the homunculi? Please say that again. Kill them? Help them? All of the above? Well, we have a pretty similar beginning, I think. I'm alive. Are we a homunculus? Maybe. What happened? Can't remember. I've forgotten something, or someone. Someone important. What is this place? Oh, it's a mess. Okay, I can move with either a stick or D-pad. I really like that. I can jump. Cannot seem to attack right now. I do have a nice little dodge roll. LT to pick up. Okay, interesting choice. Don't know if that was the interact button in the first game. Warren experiment log. Scrapped homunculi over 1400. Tuned transport homunculi insufficient. Number of specimens scrapped per month decreasing. Contact research facility. Okay. On the little mini-map in the top right there. Okay, we can click to, well, display more of the map. It's not, the part that's displayed is not actually bigger. But we do have a detailed room view. I don't remember if it was like that in the first game. The minimap was a little bit lacking in detail in that one. It basically only showed the layout of the rooms and how they connected to each other, but not the actual shape of each room, right? And, like, they all got the same size, more or less, rectangle. So it was a little bit hard to tell sometimes which rectangle represented which room in the game. But here you get the exact, or well, a more detailed shape, I suppose. Also, it shows you your path that you've taken inside the room. So that's nice. Ooh. You have menus. Yeah, of course, this is very much also an action RPG with a bunch of stats and everything, XP and levels. HP, attack, defense, heal potency, number of heals, which is... I guess the bar indicates that we can have like a total of 5. Okay, sure. And we have SP, or we will eventually have SP, I suppose. Materials, scrap, and fragments. We got no abilities right now, no equipment. Looks like a shield, 2 rings, and an amulet. Shield is interesting. Or is that just supposed to mean armor in general? And we have relics. Slots 0 out of 2, but potential for up to 10 relics? Well, obviously we're going to learn all about all of that. And then we have more detailed... Oh, carapace. Okay. 2 bracelets and a totem. Apparently that's what that's going to be. Can save several sets as well at some point. Got our relics. We got our collection. Okay. Which right now tells us about various actions we can take. Oh, we can crouch, dodge, yes. Jump and sprint. Ooh. I haven't even tried that. Okay, good, good. All the messages we find and the map. Subterranean testing site ruins. We're gonna have respite rooms, switches marked on the map, doors, magic gates, growths. Okay, got locked passages, I guess. Items, change areas or area transitions. Incomplete zone, complete zone. So is this room complete? Is the background color or the border color what matters here? I'm guessing it's the room itself, and this one is marked as complete. That would make the most sense. Incomplete zone, incomplete area. Okay. Interesting. Custom markers can be placed, and right now we're supposed to go to the surface. Alright, okay. Let's see here. We can indeed. Yeah, okay. Sprint, but turning around makes you go back to your lower speed. You can indeed crouch, but you cannot move while crouched. Okay. So let's actually start playing the game now, shall we? Oh, okay. We can climb edges. Uh-oh. The ground is a bit suspicious here. What's up with these glowing red grates? Huh? She's doing that automatically. This looks useful. Healing ward. Oh yeah, okay. Restores Lilacs HP. Oh, we're not called Magnolia. Oh, interesting. In the first game, I think we were called Lily, and we were basically a copy of the original Lily, as it turned out, right? Wasn't it something like that? Hence the name Ender Lilies. And since this one was called Ender Magnolia, you know, I obviously assumed, but apparently right now we're Ender Lilac. Restores Lilac's HP. While uses are limited, they can be replenished at respites. Charm Magicite stored with an Argentine vial within an Argentine vial. Responds to the bearer, invoking a barrier of healing. A barrier of healing. Okay, sure. On ground or in water. Left button. Left bumper. Whatever. Right. Yep, okay, so those are our heals. Gotcha. I guess we should start with half health. So we use that once. Straightforward enough. Environments are still extremely pretty looking, or... Once again, I guess. No choice but to run past, huh? Or roll past. What kind of weapon are we gonna get, or are we gonna be summoning spirits to attack for us again? Is this gonna crumble? Oh, well, I mean, even if it does. No, actually it does not. Are you gonna attack me? Maybe. This is a growth, huh? Is it? Yeah. We can jump through here. Oh, okay. You're also getting up to attack me. I could apparently dodge through that water jet, but what's over this way? Ah. Just a nondescript locked door. I guess we'll learn... Jump through here? No. If that type of door requires a key or some sort of mechanism. Can we look around? Oh yeah, we can. Don't know if I had actually tried that before, but the right stick looks around. Suspicious wall over here. Sprint. Okay, only because it's a relatively long, empty corridor. Fair enough. While sprinting, running jump. Okay, I guess I didn't jump quite as late as I could have. Yeah, okay, that's actually easy to make. Whoa. Whoa. Another growth. Maybe we can just easily destroy those as soon as we have any kind of weapon. Ooh, that looks like it could be one, yeah. Homunculus? It isn't moving. Has its magic been exhausted? Well, it's been stabbed through the chest. Eyes that yearn for death. No, eyes that do not fear death. You seem familiar. Are you not frightened by me? Maybe a little bit. What's to be afraid of? I've been around homunculi since I was little. Lend me your power, then. A touch of magic should allow me to liberate myself. In turn, I will aid in your survival. Okay. Very trusting. So instead of spirits, we're going to be summoning homunculi to fight for us. Maybe we should fix the sword through the chest kind of situation. Oh, never mind. They're going to take care of that themselves. No problem. I do, however, have one condition. Oh? What is it? You think I would devour you? I don't know. Is that something to be afraid of? We can speak further once we have escaped this dreary pit. I assume you'd rather not linger either. Right. Nola. Okay. A fated meeting achievement. Partner with Nola. Well. An enigmatic combat homunculus that had been abandoned in the subterranean testing site. She exudes an ancient, noble aura, most unlike the labor homunculi in the lower stratum. Attack using Nola. Nola has joined your side. You can now make use of her abilities by pressing X to attack in front of you. Use her attacks to cut down enemies and break certain boxes and walls. Right. And she just conveniently teleports. I mean, with the spirits in the first game, that kind of made sense, right? I mean, no one's gonna be too surprised if some sort of spirit or ghost just materializes wherever they're needed or wherever they want to be, out of thin air. That's literally what ghosts do. I mean, homunculi, I assume, are very much physical creatures, constructs, right? So, is this going to be in any way explained? Is that just something they can do? I mean, I suppose it might be. Anyway, it looks very cool, by the way. Right, okay. So these are just easily destroyed. As are these, presumably. Yep, sure enough. Aerial attack. Yep. Nice, juggling enemies. These don't seem to attack back in any way. Whatever those creatures are even supposed to be. Okay, I'm gonna try something here. Ooh, okay, that's close, but I don't think we can make it. I mean, it very much seems like there's a ledge to jump to, right? Also, this room is not marked as cleared. Yeah, there's clearly something here. If we had one extra hit in the combo, we might be able to jump across. Or if I can... Maybe if I can... space out the attacks a little bit more. Ooh, it's so close. It might not be possible, though. It's probably not possible. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. Depending on how generous the game is with, you know... I mean, grabbing ledges... This is not enough, but yeah, around this height is enough. So her head doesn't even have to be on the height of the ledge. One more try, come on. Ah, it's just not enough. Okay. Fair enough. And this is the first respite. Okay. Respites can be found in multiple locations. Resting at a respite will save your game, as well as replenish Lilac's HP and heals. However, doing so will also cause previously defeated enemies to walk the land again. Right, which is good, because we want to grind them for stuff. Right. The interact button is gonna take a little bit of getting used to, but that's okay. I wonder if it was actually that in the first game and I ended up rebinding it to something more comfortable. Not sure. Blighted Memories. Respites allow you to rewatch cutscenes you have previously viewed. Okay. Right. Thanks, I guess. Memories. Opening. Were there any... Is there any info in there? Artificial life forms. So not just robots, but life forms. Almost human. But mutants, so created maybe from human tissue. Not human at all. Okay. And then that diamond-shaped glowing blue thing is what makes them work. Their artificial heart or something. Their power source. Okay. Mysterious woman. Presumably, yeah, speaking to Lilac, who apparently is an Attuner. We're supposed to look for other Attuners. Yeah, okay, and then she wakes up. Yes, I mean, it was basically over anyway, but that's okay. Extra. Under the extra menu at Respites, you can change costumes, view information on enemies and characters, and enjoy artwork from the game. Extra can be unlocked using fragments obtained by defeating enemies. Okay. Sorcerer's Academy uniform. It's our default and only option, looks like. Oh wait, there are more tabs. A uniform worn by students attending the Sorcerer's Academy. It is said to be modeled after the garbs worn by the sorcerers of old in the land of fumes. Right. From, like, that's a reference to the first game, right? Land of Fumes? Maybe? Sorcerer's Academy. You know. Okay, fragments. Of which we have gained 25. I didn't notice if we just got those from defeating those couple of enemies that we defeated. Right, okay, so you actually... Yeah, these are the enemies that we've been fighting, right? I guess the walking type, the wall hanging type, and a third type? I don't know, maybe. And, yeah, so you basically buy your bestiary entries if you want to see them. Fair enough. Character entries likewise, sure. Might as well start with our protagonist. Okay, we can look at different animations if we want to. Although we're going to be seeing plenty of those. Of unknown birth, but believed to be an Attuner. With no recollection of the past prior to waking up in the subterranean testing site, Lilac's only clue is the faint memory of a crying woman. Brimming with curiosity and a natural fondness for homunculi, Lilac aids them without fear or prejudice. Okay. I mean, are we sure she's not really just a very advanced homunculus? That's probably what it is, right? Surely. Difficulty, wait. At Respites you can change the game's difficulty. Interesting, yeah, that's not something the game asked me when I started a new game, so I thought maybe there weren't any difficulty levels. The difficulty affects the amount of fragments that you receive from defeating enemies. Fragments can be used to unlock bonus content. Oh, that's all it does? Just fragments for bonus content? Not experience or more gameplay relevant rewards? Oh. Well, you can also fine-tune stuff quite a bit. Okay. I mean, normal should be absolutely fine for now. Huh. Challenge modes. Interesting. I mean, disable healing ward, you could just choose not to use it, I guess. Oh, but do you get a bonus for these? Doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, okay, so these sliders affect the fragment bonus. But the extra challenges are just there for extra challenge, without any extra rewards. Disable enemy attack tells. That seems bad. Why would you... I mean, yeah, to challenge yourself, sure, but if there is no tell, where's the skill in, you know, dodging enemy attacks? Anyway, that's not gonna be for me. Let's see, what else do we have? Abilities, of course. Ah, yes, well. Spirit Piercer. Primary attack, power, break damage, speed, and AoE is all pretty average. A sword that deals quick attacks in close range, consecutive inputs perform a combo attack. An old blade passed down to the executioner of House Milius. A transformation mechanism is built into it. A trick weapon, huh? Okay. Doesn't mention the spirit it's associated with, or the homunculus, but it does show her picture in the background there. Equipment, right. Still don't have any, or any relics. Enhance needs unidentified cores, too. Okay. What are those glowing stars there? Spirit Piercer. Does it go from 1 to 3, or... Ah, okay. Also, it literally says here, increases combo attacks from 3 to 4. I was gonna say that, you know, if eventually... I seem to remember it, the spirit attacks working like that in the first game, where upgrading them would, you know, add more attacks to the combo and things like that, or a stronger finisher. And just an extra attack might be enough to cross that gap, you know, that we tried earlier. So, yeah. Anyway, of course, right now we don't have any materials to do that. But maybe the game is going to give me some relatively soon, so we can check that out. What's going on here? Nothing, apparently. Not with that skeleton. Oh. Okay. Right, that's a stronger barrier that we cannot do anything with. Jump off the elevator. Seemed like we were able to move freely. Ah, okay, and this door actually did open via mechanism. I can see my XP meter filling up slowly. Wait, this room is now cleared. It wasn't before. Oh hey, it's nice. We see both of them now. I guess our first spirit... Okay, not a spirit. Our first homunculus is once again gonna be a bit of a mentor throughout our quest, just like the first spirit we encountered in Lilies. Ah, Nola. Right, Nola. Oh, you're new. Okay, we actually got enemies that attack now. Fair enough. Probably should have been a bit more ready for that. That's okay. Oh, wait. It's a different type, though. Right, the first one actually launched itself at us. Yeah, it was that type. Okay. And after they land, they're stunned for a moment. So just dodge. Okay. And those apparently you can just stun lock pretty much. Oh, somehow we did not finish it off. Interesting. Can we climb that? Room is cleared. Wait, oh, that's not the kind of attack I expected. I was trying to just preemptively dodge through some sort of projectile it would throw at us, but... Yeah, okay. Just a poison cloud. Bit annoying. I'm gonna heal? I don't actually know how much that heals, but half health seems a good point to heal, I suppose, without wasting too much. Unlock? It's locked. Yeah. No kidding. Okay. Got another respite. Okay. Do I actually have to save? No, it says saving. Yeah. So it auto-saves, obviously. But, well, I guess it... Oh, first boss, no. Surely, yeah. Hello. Break damage. Uh-oh. Below the enemy's HP gauge is a gauge that represents break damage. It will decrease as you attack enemies and cause a knockback or stagger effect when depleted. This is your chance to go on the offensive. Be wary of attacks from enemies yet to be staggered, and watch out for counterattacks as they recover. Okay. Why do we have to fight? Leto, the child test subject? Ah. Okay, they do a combo, but then they're very vulnerable. And they get juggled a lot, and then they recover. Ooh. Huh? That was not a combo. That was not a combo. Ah, that was, but that's okay. Okay, nope, that's a combo. Heal. Yikes. Uh-oh. Okay, nice. Nope, what's that gonna be? Okay. I mean, my own abilities are, like, quite limited. There you go, GG. Oh, GG. Level up, level 2. Nice. Hey, Leto, maybe now we can just talk? Don't leave me. Perhaps I can help. Touch. So quiet. Lilac, where are you going? Oh, they knew each other. Take me with you. Fumes? Huh? Robot hand? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. I guess they have a mechanical hand. You fixed me? To see the outside, all of us, it's all we wanted. Okay. Right. I suppose I didn't see that happening when we encountered Nola, a promise achievement. Okay. Tune Leto. Right, we're an attuner. We attune them. Don't know if the same little animation happened where Nola also turned into a cloud of blue sparks and kind of got absorbed into our little whatever that is that we're carrying with us. I suppose that's the explanation in universe for how the homunculi just appeared out of thin air to attack, because we can literally just summon them. Maybe not everyone can do that, but that's, I guess, what attuners do. Cooldown ability, right. Discard a test subject from a homunculus processing plant. Processing? That doesn't sound so good. He was one of many homunculi that were exposed to the fumes as part of an experiment to observe how long they could withstand its effects before turning rabid. As the fumes took hold, hordes of homunculi tore through one another, climbing the resulting pile of corpses in a frenzied bid to escape. Leto survived by being buried beneath the pile. Yikes. Right, Leto's cooldown. Leto can attack independently of Lilac and Nola. It is possible to activate Leto's ability while attacking with Nola at the same time. However, Leto requires a cooldown period. Yes. Yes, there's also more in this room, obviously. Why do we not have... Lito equipped. Modifications can only be made at respites. Oh. Okay. Blazing Fist. Cooldown ability, 6 seconds cooldown. Surprisingly not super high power. In fact, it's lower power than no-loss attack? I guess it pierces multiple enemies. Has more AoE? Okay, by virtue of covering a bit more of a distance. The prosthetic arm projects a flaming fist, inflicting the blaze status effect. Ah, okay. Can be used in conjunction with other abilities. The vials fitted within the arm determine the kind of magic the bearer may use. Blaze effect. Alright. Mine at last with this free. Huh? What was that? Subterranean testing site key. Of course, we needed that. Subterranean testing site is currently closed and off limits. Well, unless you're already inside. Press that to open the menu. You can view lilac status, equipped items. Okay, thanks for telling me about that now. I guess. Equipment, relics, collection. Ah, okay. Key items go into collection here. Yes. Thanks. Room is cleared. Also, we're level 2. Hold on. That means... nothing? HP did not go up automatically. So what does leveling actually do? I did not remember... did not take note of my attack, defense, heal potency. But HP were at exactly 100 before, so... Who knows? Surely leveling does something, right? Set abilities, yes. I was going to do that. You can challenge previously tested bosses, tuned bosses. Yep, that's a thing again. Hold on. First things first. I mean, I guess I'm gonna put that on Y. Why not? Did we get any upgrade stuff? No. Oh, wait. Also, I'm dumb. I didn't even realize before that we have different attacks for each homunculus. I guess you have to choose which one is active for each of them? Maybe? A scythe that deals damage at close range, consecutive inputs perform a combo attack. So maybe there are going to be fewer homunculi, because each of them is can provide multiple different types of attacks, and you can customize your arsenal that way, and without having, you know, an individual homunculus for every single different attack. So each of them can have a bit more of a detailed backstory, I suppose. Okay, so we can have our default sword slashes, or we can have a more AoE focused, yeah. Okay. Soul Harvester attack, scythe that deals damage at close range, or the Vanquisher, our heavy two-handed axe. Slow but powerful, more break damage, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, and you have the Blazing Fist, the Glacial Fist, okay, I see. Or the Rocket Fist, which... what's that specialty? Diagonally upward, can pierce enemies and bounce off solid surfaces. Can be used in conjunction. The loathing he feels for his prosthetic arm is eclipsed by Lito's desire to aid his allies. Right. An ability that was in the experimental stage. It was said that a child with a high affinity for magic would be required to test it. Right, okay. Leaps forward, dealing a blow with the prosthetic arm, inflicting the freeze status effect. And that seems pretty straightforward. Freezing enemies. Blazing, I'm guessing, is just a burning effect that deals damage over time. Hushed whispers would describe the homunculus wielding the scythe as the personification of death itself. When harsher punishment needs to be dealt, Nola's weapon can transform into a mighty axe. Right, of course, it's the same weapon. It literally says that it can transform. Yeah, okay, it all makes sense when you actually pay attention. Memories, youth's memories, bosses. Lead to the child test subject. I mean, defeating them awards fragments. Right, speaking of which. Oh, we have so many fragments. Holy crap. I did not even realize. Things are also expensive. So, there's that though. Ooh, artwork, huh? Yeah, that's gonna be expensive. I see. What do we want to focus on? Enemies, maybe? I like looking at enemies. Forsaken Prototype 1. Prototype Type 1. It was discarded before it could be completed into a humanoid form. It's missing its lower half. Nice. That's the one that shoots little energy balls, I guess? Who knows? It's equipped with the ability to filter and purify toxins in its vicinity. Oh no, actually that's the one that creates the toxic clouds. Since turning into a mutant, it instead spreads the toxins it was processing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the one that shoots. Homunculus exiled to the lower stratum. In the aftermath of an act of misconduct, it was subjected to surgery that deprived it of its physical autonomy. Its tail duct is used for both feeding and excretion. Ew. This is all very messed up. A scrapped homunculus unregistered prototype that suffers from a number of defects. It can often be found attached to a wall, doing nothing at all. That's just sad. Oops. Child test subject. Ugh. Discarded bodies of test subjects from the biological research facility. They appeared too frightened to pose any threat, with some unable to move or only drag themselves along the ground. Definitely doing those a favor by killing them. They appear too frightened to pose... Okay, that's just the same, except it walks. And then we don't have quite enough for the boss. Nola? Sure. We want to know more about her. An enigmatic combat homunculus that had been abandoned at the subterranean testing site. She exudes an ancient noble aura, most unlike the other labor... Misread that the exact same way. It's the same text as before. Most unlike the labor homunculi in the lower stratum. Yes. Okay. Well. Another one for Nola, though. Why do we have two different ones here? Combat mode. Okay. I see. And then two different ones for Lido. Sure. Okay. Should I take a break here? We can probably make a bit more progress in this first episode. Although, you know, we defeated the first boss. Even though it was a very simple one. We can make a little bit more progress here. Milia's Lab Primus, access restricted. Homunculus Research Log 1. Artificial life forms created through the infusion of magic. They are augmented by Milia's arcane smiths and boast high physical capabilities and durability. Although they pose no danger to humans, magic that affects the consciousness is used to ensure homunculi remain true to their purpose. However, these methods require tuning from time to time. I guess we're seeing the results of what happens when that is not being done. I shudder to think of the inhumane experiments homunculi were subjected to beneath the surface. Do you remember anything at all? The fumes. They drove everyone mad. They hurt each other. I saw you in my memories. Are you Lilac? Yes, I think so. There is undoubtedly a connection here. Do not fret. your memories will likely resurface in time. In fact, it would appear we all have something we are struggling to recall. I am certain of one thing, however. You wield a power capable of liberating homunculi. Those with such powers, they are known as attuners. We may be able to find more of your ilk by retracing the memories of homunculi we encounter. Okay. I mean, not all of those, not all attuners might be so nice and, you know, friendly towards homunculi. After all, they would have also been very much involved in all those cruel experiments, right? Keeping them docile and functioning. Ooh, look at that background. Look at this whole scene. So, this is the outside world. And that's the upper stratum. That's where the sorcerers, the founders of this nation, and the creators of homunculi reside. If I am to discover the truth behind the wretched dreams that haunt me, I sense that is where I must go. To that end, I will not permit you to perish until we are there. Steel yourself, Lilac. I understand. Try my best not to die, but no promises. My memory is hazy, but before I fell below the surface, someone was desperate to save me. I think I cared about them. I want to know why they were crying. And if this power I have is meant to help homunculi, I want to use it. Okay. Land of Fumes. Exit the subterranean testing site. Okay, Land of Fumes is actually where this game takes place. Alright. Yeah, as I said, I don't really remember a whole lot about the first game. Well, as far as details of the story go, anyway. That guy looks dangerous. Ooh, okay. How far do you reach? Far enough. Okay. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I get knocked over. Okay, that actually, yeah. I mean, the burning is nice, but the knockback effect is really powerful. Just interrupt anything any enemy is doing. Well, I'm sure there are going to be some beefier enemies that are not as easily toppled. Okay, so... no. Nope. You click the stick. Ah, right, so there is a locked door in the top left. So that's probably why this room is not marked as clear, because otherwise I don't really see anything. Oh. Hello. Whoa, what kind of homunculus is that? She looks so old. You're talking about Nola? And who might you be? Oh yeah, okay. Of course. I mean, they're not ghosts this time around, so I guess other people will obviously see them. Not that I remember if we actually met any other living people in the first game. Was literally everyone dead? Could be. I don't know. And who might you be? The arcane smith of the town up ahead. Well, arcane smith in training, I guess. I'm looking to get my hands on some awesome arcane instruments that'll help the whole town. Wait, are you an attuner? Like the one in town some time back. May I inquire where exactly? I don't know. I only heard about it from my partner. Partner? A homunculus with wings. Say, did you happen to see him on your way here? No. Oh. Anyway, you look like a mess. Oh, thanks. Help yourself to anything here. Are you sure? There was an attuner who helped me one time. She asked me to help other attuners if I met them. She was the one who set up this little camp and left all the stuff here. You know, you remind me of her. That attuner lady. Oh, there's a mantle here you should take. It looks real handy for an attuner. Thank you, and I hope you find your friend. Say, if you see a homunculus with wings, could you help him out, if you can? Are you not returning home? It isn't safe outside, especially for one so small. I gotta keep collecting junk. That's how we survive in the lower stratum. Well then, I'll see you around. Hehe. Well, she's cheerful. Ooh. You know what? Yeah, there was something missing. That mantle does look nice, and it is... yeah, Lilac was wearing that in any of the couple of pictures and maybe, you know, trailer videos I saw. Yeah, now that I see that, that's definitely a sprite I saw before. The items have made... the items here may indeed prove useful. And there's also that winged homunculus she mentioned. Aerial jump? Just like that? The rune inscribed into Lilac's shoes allows one to jump even while in midair. Well, that was... and an air dodge as well? Yeah, okay. Not gonna complain about that. Dodge attacks by performing a nimble dash... dodge attacks by performing a nimble dash in the desired direction. The runes inscribed into the mantle allow the wearer to move like unto a swift breeze, even while airborne. Right. Aerial jump and aerial dodge. Straightforward. And very stylish as well. Awesome. Well, I mean, I guess we don't need any fancy, tricky, you know, extra attack combos in order to reach this ledge down here now. The biggest issue is to backtrack there, but I suppose it's really not much of an issue, huh? Might as well get that out of the way right now. Wait, wasn't there a room we passed through that did not get marked as... Oh, that was right here. Yeah. Right, okay. Don't mind me. This is all the subterranean facility and this is up on the surface. Right, there's that door, obviously. And this is not just a respite. Attire, you can change Lilac's attire. Why would I? This looks perfect. Oh. Ooh, wait. You can just buy recolored versions of it? Interesting. I assume they're purely cosmetic. I could choose to not wear this beautiful mantle. How silly. Black mantle that was designed to be worn by sorcerers in the land of fumes. These days it is adorned by attuners that were once sorcerers themselves. A wind rune has been inscribed into it. Yes. The Azure Mantle, the mantle of the Attuner who saved Levy in Old City. Wait, did we even get her name? I guess Levy was the girl we just talked to. Its vibrant blue hues are symbolic of the Attuners of House Frost. Okay. And these are all the same description. Black mantle. Wait, except this one's not black. This one's like teal, and this one's, I don't know, greenish. Anyway, why would I choose... Why would I exchange this vibrant blue for these dull-looking ones? If they're functionally identical. Who knows? Anyway, we are going to save here and call this an episode. Like, obviously, this game is super pretty, it plays really well, and I am, once again, quite intrigued to see where this is going to go story-wise. Definitely feeling really good about this one. No surprise there. As always, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.